The British royal family, often seen as a symbol of stability and tradition, now finds itself in a storm of emotional upheaval and brewing conflict. The latest shock, a secret wish from the king, revealed not through official channels but delivered candidly by his sister, has ignited a new chapter in the ongoing feud between his two sons. And if insiders are to be believed, this could be the final nail in the coffin of their once brotherly bond. For years, the tensions between the once inseparable brothers have simmered beneath the surface. Ever since one of them stepped back from royal duties and moved abroad, the frost between them has been evident. But even as public attention shifted from scandal to scandal, from streaming deals to memoir bombshells, hope lingered that, one day, reconciliation might be possible. That fragile hope shattered when their aunt dropped a truth bomb that no one saw coming. According to palace sources, the monarch, currently battling health issues including a serious diagnosis, secretly outlined a final will, one he chose to keep private even from some members of the family. In it, he reportedly detailed personal wishes regarding the monarchy's future, family legacy, and specific instructions that break with long-standing royal expectations. His sister, ever the forthright and duty-driven figure, was entrusted with this sensitive information. In a private family gathering at the royal estate, intended as a moment of unity during his treatment, she took it upon herself to share her brother's last wishes. What was meant to be a moment of solemn reflection erupted into one of the most explosive family confrontations in recent royal memory. Known for her no-nonsense demeanor and unwavering dedication to service, she was likely chosen for this task because she's the one who commands both trust and the family's reluctant respect. She's walked behind coffins, led military processions, and maintained dignity where others faltered. But her revelation this time did more than command respect. It tore open wounds that had barely begun to heal. The monarch, she revealed, had requested not just the continuation of the institution under the eldest son, something long assumed, but also an unorthodox clause regarding the youngest. Contrary to public perception, he apparently wished for his youngest son to be welcomed back, not necessarily with titles or duties reinstated, but with personal forgiveness and a place at the family table. She emphasized, this isn't about protocol, it's about blood. That's what the monarch wants. Unity, before it's too late. To say the heir was blindsided would be an understatement. According to those present, he listened in silence as the message was shared, his expression darkening with every word. Then came the storm. He gave up everything, he reportedly snapped. Why should he get to Wolfsbacken after dragging us all through the mud? His anger wasn't just about his brother. It was about duty, trust, and legacy. From his perspective, he has borne the weight of expectation without complaint. He remained loyal, stayed quiet during scandals, and supported his father's vision for a modernized institution. In return, he expected clarity and stability, not an emotional plea that risked reopening old wounds. The rift deepened in that very moment. Sources say he left the room visibly shaken, choosing to isolate himself rather than continue what many now call the confrontation that changed everything. Back in California, the younger brother was informed of the gathering's outcome in a series of phone calls. Initially, those close to him say he felt relieved and touched to hear of his father's gesture. It was, perhaps, the olive branch he had long hoped for. But relief turned to bitterness when he learned how his brother reacted. According to a close friend, he feels like every step toward reconciliation is blocked by his brother's refusal to forgive. He sees him as controlling the narrative, both in the palace and in public. It's infuriating for him. Privately, he has begun to question whether any return, even a symbolic one, is truly possible under his brother's reign. If he can't even honor our father's wishes, he reportedly told a friend, then what future is left for me in that family? While the two brothers' emotions boiled over, the two women most often associated with the royal drama remained largely in the background, but not without influence. The elder's wife, poised and ever strategic, is said to have supported her husband's frustrations but urged caution. She wants peace, a royal aide said. But she also believes in accountability. She doesn't want her husband dragged back into drama that affects their children. The youngest wife, predictably, did not attend the family gathering. While some interpreted her absence as a snub, others believe it was a deliberate decision to avoid inflaming already tense emotions. He reportedly kept her informed of every detail, and, as expected, her advice was pragmatic. Don't go back unless they want you there for the right reasons. Aside from the emotional plea for family unity, the full contents of the monarch's secret will remain undisclosed. But whispers suggest that the document includes surprising personal bequests, an emphasis on charity and legacy, and, most controversially, a clause encouraging the institution to modernize its succession policies, perhaps even opening the door for younger heirs to take on more prominent roles in the future, rather than strictly adhering to tradition. For some, this is his attempt to leave a progressive mark. For others, especially those inside the family, it's a disruption they weren't prepared for. The institution has weathered many storms, abdications, divorces, scandals, and tragedies. But rarely has its internal fabric seemed so frayed. With the monarch's health uncertain and succession planning underway, the family now finds itself at a crossroads. Can the brothers bridge a chasm that only grows wider with time and tension? Will their father's final wish be honored or ignored? And how will the public respond if the two remain estranged even after their father's passing? One thing is clear. The family that once symbolized unity now risks unraveling entirely. And with cameras watching and public opinion shifting, this next chapter could determine not just the future of two men, but of the legacy they both inherited.